Hello. Oh man, voice crack. Hello everybody. We're here on the pretty much the final episode here, because everybody's cheering us and all that type of fun stuff, if we call it fun. Really, I want to get into like my opinions about the Revenant. I actually think it's a really good class. It actually does balance out the whole skill-based. I mean, not skill-based, because I don't know. I don't know if anything really devolves around skill in the game, but I would probably say that it kind of balances out the rest of it, rest of the classes.
Victory at last. With Zaitan defeated, the corruption it wrought can be undone. The dragon's undead minions that still infest Tyria will now gradually be exterminated. One day soon, that plague will be but a memory.
Courage, skill, and friendship brought the dragon low. Let this day never be forgotten.
A victory that all Tyria can share.
This is not an ending. There are other dragons out there. Other battles.
You shambling fuzzball. Can't you just be happy?
I was being happy.
Will you return to your queen now, Logan?
No. Not until I know that Kryt is safe.
Meaning he's up for more fighting. See? Logan's happy too.
Snaff would be proud of us. Especially of you, Zojja.
Proud that we didn't screw up and plant our faces in the mud again, you mean? Well, I guess he would, at that.
So, who's next? Jormag, Primordus, Krokatoric?
As dawn scatters shadows, so we will destroy them all. We could not have done this without you. Thank you.
You're welcome. You can count on me.
Good. Because Air is right. The rest of the dragons are still out there, waiting.
Alright. Yeah. Like, one of the big things that I find about Revenant is that it's really dependent upon your gear set, or at least I think it is. So, which kind of makes it hard to
May not fit the recruiting profile.
like come up with a decent build, or I mean, as I mean, I'll even show you right now. My basic gear set is just all Berserker's gear, and like I even went with Berserker's like weapons. I mean, I went with Chilling and Ice just to try to get that break bar thing down really well, but it's like healing just for that extra little piece of healing when I need it. And then the only thing I got my back piece as a Berserker Valkyrie set just for the vitality in particular. And the same thing with one of these, because I had Wayner's manual here, but the rest are carry-on stat sets, and I didn't do anything about my water equipment, but that's not really mattering. And I basically wouldn't feel, maybe it's not necessarily I wouldn't feel right, but I don't think that the going with something else would be that good. Would be a good thing. And it's kind of like, it's still kind of like an all or nothing gig with like choosing your stats and all that. It's like either go all offensive, all defensive, all condition, etc. But nevertheless, we're speaking to Traherne here.
What's on your mind?
Hiding from the crowds, Traherne. That won't do. The world needs to see the Pact Marshal celebrating.
Not hiding, my friend. Thinking. Completing my wild hunt lifted a weight from me, but Zaitan is still a terrible threat. Now that threat is truly gone. It feels like the sun has finally emerged after a cold, endless night. I can't help but wonder, what's next? Now that we've formed this unstoppable alliance and tempered it in battle, where do we take it?
To the next challenge, the next victory. There are more Elder Dragons to confront, and now we know how. We know they can be defeated. First, we celebrate. We won, Marshal. It would be a crime not to stop and appreciate that. Come on. There's an army of people and an ocean of libations waiting. All of Tyria deserves to share this triumph, including you. Join us.
The world owes you a great debt, Commander. As long as I am Marshal of the Pact, I will see that debt honored. My only regret is that I was not there to see Zaitan fall. But I shall look forward to the Skalds celebrating your triumph. Congratulations, Commander. We've earned the right to set down our burdens for a time and celebrate. Zaitan's defeat has saved many lives. More importantly, it has restored hope to a desperate world. The dragons are not stars in the sky. They can be counted. They can be fought. One day, we will kill the last of them. Only then will Tyria be safe. This is a new beginning for Orr, and for Tyria. A clear sky after a long storm. This is a dawn that Tyria shall never forget. This day is ours.
Alright. Well, I mean, as I was, like, saying that, with the whole thing with, like, the stats, it's, like, it's kind of hard to find a build that specifically works for a particular, like, character, because I know I have, like, my Elementalist is just raw out damage. I mean, I basically just try to hit as hard as possible, with as much damage as possible. Grasp of Death. Whatever. Interesting. That is the first time I've actually come across that. I actually wanted to preview it, but okay. A hero's chest, a packed weapon container, a mentor's kit, and 5 loot bags. I know that you're probably tired of hearing this, especially from me, but thank you, Commander. We've come a long way to have a long way. We've come a long way and have a long way to go, but for now, this is well-deserved respect. Okay. But
I want that.
it's kind of like one of those things that's not really for me. It's kind of like one of those things that's that is brought up with like legendary armor, because legendary armor would have you're more capable of using any stat type. So I would probably say once you can kind of find a nice balance between like, oh yeah, I can do like a Condi damage spec, but I can kind of swap into one focus and then swap into another focus really quickly without having to really change around any traits or anything. And I mean, obviously, if you can find one of those builds that actually works good with condition damage and damage, you can be you can be really good. I mean, I can't exactly think of one particular set that's great at one thing. I mean, I know with Berserkers, it's the best at dealing damage, but with condition damage, I mean, you've got some of the new sets that like Vipers, I believe. It might be, yeah, I think it's Vipers that's pretty good with condition damage. I think it's like Power Precision condition damage. I think it's something like, what was the new one from Silver Waste and all that, but really you just need to have the right builds and all that. So your real focus has to be about what you want to do, and that's where I think legendary gear really is needed. What else should we talk? What else should I say? It's going on notes of like a personal story. I know people get like Hammer or Logan. I'm not saying I don't know why. I'm kind of like the person that kind of wants to have more detail about that particular part of him, because I realize he like ran when they were fighting Kralkatorrik, and he says to save his queen, but really what happened at that particular point, I don't think they even ever state anything in the matter. And it's kind of something I'd want to know. And it's like I can't really say that much more.
Ta-da! Okay, what'd I miss?
Never saw that before. Well, this is clearly a place to be. A suitable, enthusiastic crowd for Tyria's best traveling magician. Hello, people of Say. Where am I anyway? Magician, show me something and dazzle me. Sure, why not? Certainly, how? Now, let me be clear. Most scholars agree that a different hue consuits an entirely different trick. Purple is quite distinct I have no idea of what those colors are, which I'm assuming that that's supposed to be that. He just changed the color. Well, this is clearly... you still owe me a trick, a real trick, not a color shift. You wound me. Oh, man. If you're a bird lover, then... oh, wow. Does he have any more? Oh. You're 0 for 2. Oh, man. What else do you got? Oh, God. Crimson. I do this. That's actually kind of interesting. I'm wondering if you could actually tame that mower right there. Unfortunately, and the shower is dancing. Everyone else is dancing. Let's dance as well. But yeah, it really, I'm usually kind of the, I'll say the pragmatic person, where I like to kind of know all the details in a story before making a real opinion about it, so that's the only real thing I think that matters, is getting all of the information and then making an opinion on it, not just one particular topic. But okay. Well, that's all he says. Wow, look at that. Traherne dancing. Gridlock dancing. Cave dancing. All the real, like, people I would probably say don't have a, maybe not care in the world, but just serious people dancing. That's kind of interesting, but well, get out of the. Oh, look, all of 4 Trinities dancing. Yeah. Actually, it makes me think of. I'll probably throw it in at the end of the video then, if this is how we're gonna end off the video, or just about all of it. I still got these people who aren't dancing. But we'll end the video off here, and we'll say thank you if you watched, to all those nice people here. hope to see you again on whatever we decide to do next. And we'll say au revoir, or goodbye, or whatever you want to say. And good night.